Hello everyone, welcome back. Listen, we are talking about Younique today. This has been requested quite a few times, especially after I did my last multi-level marketing video. Younique always makes me laugh as a brand when I think about it, not because of like fond memories, but because the brand, how I see it, is a laughing stock of a brand. It's a joke. It is one of the most, like, you'll see what I mean. They just do really stupid things and you can't help but laugh at it, even though some of them are very questionable and actually kind of insulting. You can't help but think, why did you do this? Why are you so stupid? The people who also work for this brand really are trying, but they've just really turned themselves into a joke. So that's what this video is about today. Not necessarily the part of Younique that is the multi-level marketing company that is extremely bad and horrible business practice. It is a multi-level marketing company, and if you're not familiar with what those are and why they're so terrible, I'll leave a link down below in the description box for a video I did with Cece Suarez, Chelsea, where she gives us so much good information on multi-level marketing companies, what they are, how they work, how they don't work for people, and why they're predatory companies. So if you didn't know, Younique, as I said, is a multi-level marketing company. They sell makeup products and beauty products that aren't that great. There's a whole load of other things about them that aren't great, including like lawsuits that they've been involved in. The way their salespeople sell the products online. They have one of the most comedic reputations in the MLM world, in the beauty world in general. So, quick background, Younique was founded in 2012 by Derek Maxfield, who is CEO, and Melanie Huscroft. And for a short time, this shocked me, right? Between 2017 and 2019, Younique was actually purchased, well, 60% of it was purchased by Coty. The Coty. And I find it fascinating that a huge company like Coty that own, you know, parts of Kylie Beauty, Marc Jacobs, Max Factor, Rimmel, Tiffany, Vera Wang, they once owned a part of a multi-level marketing company that sold like crusty makeup. It baffles me because the products in comparison aren't that great, and I have had the displeasure of trying Younique products when someone I know purchased them. I would never. And they're not good. But Coty must have seen the light and realized that actually maybe they weren't worth it, because they sold it back to, they sold their share of it, whatever it is, back to Younique in 2019. So I have a few incidences I want to share with you that's going to give you a good idea of how Younique is, and I want to talk about their 3D fiber lash. Now, I feel like you could not be online on the makeup space without somebody trying to force 3D fiber lash in your face, or at least it will kind of like ring a bell for you. This is very 2016, 2017, which actually kind of aligns with the purchase from Coty. So I wonder if that's why they purchased them, because they were going a bit viral, or viral for their time. So this product basically claimed that it gave you super long lashes using these fibers.
And I'm going to show you how to apply Younique Moodstruck 3D Fiber Lashes Plus. Before I show you how to apply this amazing product, let me tell you a little bit about it. To start, this revolutionary product comes in 2 tubes. One contains the transplanting gel, and the other contains the 3D fibers. Let's talk about how to apply Younique Moodstruck 3D Fiber Lashes Plus. Begin by applying a coat of the transplanting gel to your eyelashes. You always want to start with the gel so that the fibers have something to adhere to. While the gel is still wet, apply a layer of the 3D fibers. The fibers fill and add volume to your lashes. Complete steps 1 and 2 on one eye, and then move to the next eye to complete steps 1 and 2. Repeat until you have reached the desired fullness. To finish up, seal the 3D fibers with a final layer of the transplanting gel. The end result will be fuller, gorgeous-looking lashes.
The lashes always looked super long, super dry, super crusty, but even like bigger YouTubers were testing this mascara and trying it out and showing people the results from it.
I got my little Younique package. So many people hate this company. Well, I shouldn't say hate this company, and I shouldn't say hate. Hate is a very nasty word. So many people are discouraged to try this product because of how many, I guess, reps for the brand. It's one of those companies where they have reps that then sell products to make the commission or whatever. I don't know how it works properly. So many people get hounded, me included. I know some of my friends who have nothing to do with makeup, nothing to do with like makeup artistry, even they get hassled on a at least weekly basis. So in the package is this. This is all that came in the package. There's nothing else. This is what the packaging looks like. It's like in a little sunglasses case almost. And it's got this piece of paper here. Next it says, then apply an even coat of transplanting gel onto your lashes. And then immediately before the gel has time to dry, apply fibers onto your lashes. Okay, I think I used too many because I have them falling off. Okay, and then one more coat of the transplant gel. So with one coat, it almost looks the same. Like, they do look really full and really long. They're not that much longer than just my mascara lashes though. Like, it's not enough of a difference for me to justify the amount of time it takes to apply it.
Today's product I have heard and read so much about. I've been getting so many messages to my email address, comments on Facebook. I've even seen some comments posted on Instagram about this thing called Younique 3D Fiber Moodstruck Lashes. Okay, transplanting gel. This feels like nothing. I feel like nothing's happening right now. Oh, putting fuzz directly near my eyeball. Not as horrifying as I thought it would be, but it definitely is making my eye look fluffier. Honestly, does kind of make a huge difference. Look at that.
So the product claims that you can like forget about lash extensions, forget about falsies now. You have this 3D fiber lash, and that the set can provide natural looking length, get this, and volume to your eyelashes up to 300%. How's that measured? So the package comes with two different things, right? The transplanting gel, which is like almost like a mascara but a gel texture, and then the all natural fibers. They claim it's very easy to use, just like any other mascara. So how this crusty mascara would work is you would apply your normal mascara, so any mascara you wanted, apply it as normal. You then use, what is it, transplanting gel, that's what we'll call it, a coat of that on each lash. Then you go in with the fibers. Now these fibers on the brush look like felt. It just looks like material on a mascara wand. And they were really little fibers on the wand. You can see them. You add that onto your transplanting gel and then go on top again with the transplanting gel to kind of set them in place. Keyword being set in place, right? And then this was meant to give you that length, those 300% longer lashes. But the fact that you had to go on top again with the transplanting gel suggests that they need to be set in place. And then you can go in again and again and again. Now I mentioned setting into place because people started to get kind of irritated with this product. They started to complain that the fibers were getting in their eyes. It was making their eyes itchy. It makes my eyes itchy now thinking about it. The fibers were like falling down, getting up in there, going behind their eyes and just really irritating them. But there wasn't too much panic because Younique claimed that these fibers were 100% natural. So what's to worry about, right? Even though there's shit in your eye, doesn't matter. They're natural. Turns out that was a massive lie, and 3 people filed a lawsuit against Younique because these fibers got in their eyes and actually damaged their eyes. So Younique ended up reaching a deal, right, in this massive lawsuit of 3.25 million because they claimed that the 3D fiber lash contained natural fibers, 100% natural green tea fibers. Don't even know what that is. When in reality, the product was actually only made with fibers of unnatural things. Synthetic ingredients, 100%. One of the main ingredients in it being shredded nylon, which is definitely not a natural ingredient. Younique agreed to, for the next 3 years, that they would, if any product they claimed was natural, any product, or had natural ingredients, so a lab based in the US would have to take these products themselves and test it themselves to confirm that the ingredients that they were using were indeed natural and they weren't just bullshitting. But this really does add to the MLMs, multi-level marketing companies and brands like this, kind of just selling you anything and telling you loads of crap about it. There are so many companies like this that are like, it's all natural, it does this, it's great for you, these are the results, and they just say anything to sell their product. It's 100% a lie. The mascara itself, in terms of packaging, looked really terrible. It's like it came in a sunglasses case. And you know what? Yes, the mascara did actually add length to the lashes and did make them look quite long, as fibers would. But they looked long and terrible. There were bits, fibers sitting this way. They looked like spider legs, cricket legs, if anything. Let's move on from this mascara. This one is crazy. Are you ready for the most tone deaf thing you've ever seen? Well, not ever, but. So in 2020, a group of Younique reps, think of them like Avon ladies, that kind of situation, decided to take ending racism into their own hands. So they created a hashtag on social media to show that the makeup industry can discriminate against certain races, which is 100% true and 100% an issue. But Younique was different, right? They made the hashtag beauty has no skin tone. This turned into like one of many makeup challenges that Younique reps do, where they kind of showcase their infamous makeup skills. We'll get into that later. These kind of hashtags go around and they make looks using the Younique product, so people can be like, oh, what's that on your face? What's that on your lips, you know? This particular trend, the beauty has no skin tone trend, is that it? I forgot what it was now. Consisted of the reps using multiple foundation shades on their face, split in some way, to show different races on their skin. And the foundations would range from light to dark, with some very unusual outcomes, including this one that gives like serial killer sewing people's skin together to make a mask kind of vibe. Now, obviously, this was one of the most stupid trends ever, very most stupid things ever. I'm surprised TikTok hasn't done it. This trend, of course, outraged people online. As soon as people saw it, they were like, Younique, again, what are you doing? It made the news. Like, there were news articles about it. That's how I found these pictures. And I knew about it too. People were drawing like Black Lives Matters on their face and then doing the same thing, parting their face, that's hair, separating areas of their face and doing different shades of foundation. It was just the most like unbelievable shit you'd ever see. I need to mention as well that Younique weren't doing anything at the time of this hashtag, or this hashtag wasn't resulting in any kind of like donations to any organizations or raising awareness in any way. And to add to this, at the time, Younique's color range in terms of foundation was shit. It wasn't that good. It wasn't anywhere near inclusive. Talking about their artistry. Now, I debated talking about this. I don't want to come across as makeup shaming, right? I don't want to put their skills down. But I feel like when you're selling a product, as they do, and they recommend products to people and they play the expert, I feel like you should have a level of expertise and you're open to criticism, just like me, just like I am. My videos are open to criticism as well. Sorry. I want to show you some of the sales reps' creations, okay? And posts, mainly because this is a huge part of Younique's reputation for not being the best at makeup. And I need to be honest, as a brand, it doesn't show off the makeup very well. The makeup isn't very good, but it's kind of a running joke with a brand, to be honest with you. I have to say that. And I have to, let me just read this. The subreddit, r/Younique anyway. Thank you for existing, because I had to track down. I knew in my mind, I've seen some in real life, but there were some really terrible makeup situations. And I wanted to showcase some of them. So thank you to them for having like a backlog of them. It's not just a case of makeup application not being good either. It's the way they're using it as a sales tactic, right? A lot of them as well, they especially try to do like quite creative things, perhaps leaning on the more theatrical aspects of things. But Younique just doesn't have the power in terms of their products and the pigment to pull this off. The products are pretty terrible in terms of pigment. Like a lot of this stuff, the way they display things, the way they're showing off certain products, you wouldn't look at their makeup and think necessarily, you know, this is something that I want to try. I don't necessarily think a lot of the makeup is terrible for like an everyday situation, but when you're trying to sell it, it's not the best. Let's be real. There's so much more to Younique than I've shown in this video. There's so much more situations and things that have happened, and they have a very dodgy charity as well. But I think there are videos online that can probably do a better job at diving into those aspects more than I can. I just wanted to show you this brand from like how it's kind of a bit of a laughing stock of a brand. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you watching this have tried something from Younique before. They did kind of creep into the social media space without being too obvious that they were a pyramid scheme. And I think a lot of people fell for the mascara situation also. So let me know if you've ever tried any of their products down below. Thank you for joining me. Do consider subscribing. If you want to see more reaction videos, go and check out my reaction channel where I react to anything not beauty related. And I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.